So you're probably wondering, why SLT? Why does Grace make me do this every semester as a student, and what's this all about? There's really two main reasons for SLT. One is that God calls us to go into the world and serve, and to give to others, and to serve others, and be faithful to join Him in what He's doing in the world. So the first part is more about just joining Him in the work He's doing, and not putting that off until you're after college. So it's really something you'd probably be doing anyway if you're wanting to faithfully follow Jesus, and we just tap into that. And the second part is that we want this to be an application of your learning in the classroom, that it's really a service learning piece, that you become a practitioner of what you're going to do. So a youth ministry major may work with a youth group and begin to take the skills they learn in the classroom and apply those in a real sense in a ministry and serving. So it becomes this twofold process of, one, becoming a faithful servant, more selfless and less selfish in the world, and also about giving me a place to be a practitioner and learning, taking the learning in the classroom and applying it to life and letting it become a part of who I am.
Do you guys like Awanas? What's your favorite part about Awanas? Is Whitney a good small group leader?
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Good.
No, you're not that. Oh my goodness.
Can you tell me a verse right now?
Yeah. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish but have everlasting life.
Good job.
Should I make?
Romans. We can't understand Romans 8 unless we understand Romans 1. So we start out in Romans 1:18. Wrath of God, and that is the passive giving over of our sins. So everyone look.
It's really important to be able to hang out with like a Christian group of friends in the midst of going to Christian school and everything.
Really stretched me. It stretched me a lot this year because I've learned how to set guys one-on-one and dig in their lives and just love on them.
It's cool to kind of see how God works in their lives and be able to impart little nuggets of wisdom I've learned.
Really, the best part is getting to see them, or see Christ formed in their lives. It's awesome.
So, is this a class?
This isn't a class that one typically attends in the sense of going to a room and having a professor that teaches them and the interaction, all the stuff that comes with it. But it is a requirement of Grace that you have one SLT every semester. And so a traditional student that is here for 4 years, 8 semesters, would have to have 8 SLTs to graduate. So one per semester you're here. If you're here six semesters, you have to have 6 SLTs. If you're here 8, that's the cap. So that's the most you would have, is 8 SLTs.
Did you know that SLT requires you complete 32.5 hours of service each semester?
Unless you're a first semester student, and then you have to complete 15 hours.
If you do the arithmetic, that comes out to about 2.5 hours of regular service each week for 13 weeks. And it goes a little something like this.
Unless you're a first semester student, you only have to complete 2.5 hours for 6 weeks.
What we do in the Servant Leadership Training Office is we first try and get you connected. We have tons of information for different organizations and different churches and all of that, opportunities for you to get connected with. And we also talk with you if you are already doing something, and we talk and make sure that those fit the requirements that we ask. And then there's also a part where we keep you accountable and make sure you're actually going to the places you are, and those are on the online component. So in this next little bit, I'm going to just explain the 2 different options that you have. You have 1, 13 weekly reports on its learning, and then 2, you have a reflection paper at the end of the semester. Option number 1. After you come back from a night serving at your SLT.
Just finished my SLT.
go to a computer and log on to It's Learning. Click on Weekly Reports. Find your week's report and begin. You must have a total of 13 reports, or a total of 6 reports if you're a first semester student. Option number 2. If you don't want to do the 13 weekly reports, you can choose to write a reflection paper at the very end of the semester. It must be 5 pages or 3 pages for first semester students.
If you have any questions about SLT, please don't hesitate to find me and ask me, email me, call, whatever, stop by my office. Or I have a student assistant that would be helpful as well. Or you can look at the syllabus on It's Learning that would answer many of your questions and familiarize you with the process and what's expected of you. I hope your SLT is a great experience and it becomes something that God uses you and uses in your life to be a blessing to others, but also to transform you into the image of Jesus more and more while you're here at Grace.